Yo, yo, we are here once more with Terra Nullius, episode 69. We are ready to play, and I think I guess just a brief recap, just to make sure everybody's on the same page. The last time on Terra Nullius, you guys went to Nelqui City, you got an army, you basically recruited all of the people who were magically hibernating, waiting to be eaten by Nelqui. Raya used an anti-magic field and a quirk in the way the magic works to basically awaken an army. And Atabai convinced everyone, hey, follow us. And that happened. And then you guys went to Nelqui and you're like, hey, you want to join us? And she's like, nah, I want to eat you. And then you guys fought her. You beat her. A bunch of bodies came out of her mass. One of them happened to be the body of a goddess. Which Atabai quickly hid in the sewers.
Right, exactly. I was like, oh, we'll just keep her.
Just kind of turned her over, so just kind of let her sink into the water. And you also found Kizine and Kitlali, two members of the Burning Sanctum, the Cult of the Dying Flame. And after some deliberation as to whether or not it was going to be worth it to res them, Darius went to the Shadowfell and just had a conversation with God, with God of Death, and was like, hey, should we bring them back? And then they were there, and they were like, yeah, sure, we'll come back, we'll help you. Darius had to convince Kitlali that it was worth coming back, but she did. And then they came back. Raya made a huge deal about, she made sure Atabai said very specific words. We rise up as the people come back from the dead. So the army
Did you that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was good.
And so a couple of like threads that are still like hanging in terms of things that might happen in flashbacks as we go in media res into the next thing is Raya, Kizine. It can train you with the orb to finish your training, right? It's like Luke Skywalker had to leave, and now you've come back to finish your training.
I understand that reference.
All right. Well, it's like when Duke Skywalker, Duke Dirt Farmer, sorry, from Arlenauts, went to what was his name in Arlenauts? I can't even remember.
Of course, I would remember that.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember. I don't remember.
I'm actually Duke Dirt Farmer. I'm here to hang out with you.
Cool, got it.
Anyway, now that that's out of the way, yeah. So Kizine can teach you some things, and finish your training as it were. And Ari, you realize that with your soul redemption magic stuff, you could possibly change the blessing curse thing to be just a blessing and free Kitlali of her curse. There's a couple of ways that we talked about how that could happen. One of them involved breaking the curse and blessing cycle entirely. And I'm trying to remember exactly what. Was it literally just the redemption stuff itself could do that? I think that's probably what we said, right?
Right. It was basically like, I think, what did I say my mantle was like redeeming things in the soul realm.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. I think it was just like completing that task of like, you now have the ability to do so.
Wasn't there the option to put it on someone else?
Yeah, there were a couple of things we were throwing around, and I can't remember what the like initial idea for how you could do it was, but it was different from what Alyssa ended up saying, like, hey, can I have my mantle be redeeming things in the soul realm? And this is obviously soul magic, so if I redeem it, won't it just get rid of the curse? Because I think we figured out it was, I think in canon, we figured out it was tainted by Tuhunapu, right, to involve a curse now instead of just a blessing. Right.
It was basically like Maleficent, right? When they were like giving all the blessings and whatnot,
exactly.
And then they like changed.
And Tuhunapu was like, no, curse, throw a curse in there. But I don't remember what it was that you were talking about doing before that. Oh, maybe I think it was Darius's wish spell in the sword in Dawnfire in his new Makaweedle. I think that's what it was. But we did figure out that Ari, you'd probably have to make a roll. But you could indeed try to break the curse with your redemption mantle. Your mantle of redemption, as it were. So those are two things that have maybe already happened, but we'll jump forward in time and see if they have. So I think let's go ahead and start with goals, I guess, and then we'll jump in media res into a situation. So
goals.
Yeah, let's do goals. Atabai, our resident, our god in residence.
There's only one Seven Serpent left, isn't there?
One step. Well, okay. So the person you're going to go talk to right now is Xyunomei, the Infernal Butcher, and yes, she is technically the last of the ones you were planning on talking to for sure. The other two is obviously
secret guy.
Well, yeah. There's Maziel, who obviously you're not going to talk to, and then Knock Knight, who has She of the Jade Skirt's body. So, like, I mean, you could try to talk to him, but it's from the context, it seems like he probably wouldn't be on your side.
The main reason, and Atabai knows that.
Yes. Certainly.
Okay, because in that case, I'm going to get the Seven Serpents on our side as a goal because this is the last one.
This is the last one.
Working on it for a while.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say get the Seven Serpents.
And I would just a real quick, I guess, addendum for everybody in terms of that goal. Like, I think if you guys aren't planning on like trying to get Knock Knight on your side, I think we can count this getting Xyunomei or not getting Xyunomei, whatever ends up happening, being like the end of that goal cycle.
Okay. That's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah. Okay, so get Seven Serpents on our side. Oh, another thing that could happen as a flashback, get Teppan out of my ring.
Yes, that was another thread that we were pulling
on. And that secret goal that I'm gonna I don't know if that'll be relevant. Would that be relevant this session?
You could rewrite it to be more general, right? If you want to continue doing that in another situation, in the current situation that you'll find yourself in, right? That's something you could do. Otherwise, yeah, you could probably just change it or like get rid of it for now. Right? It really just depends on if you're going to continue that with our current context, or if it's just the thing that happened with Milkweed stuff.
That's the thing. Like, it's something that I don't know if it's going to be relevant until it's already like a situation where it might be relevant. So
yeah, it's fair. I mean, do you have another idea for a goal?
I can just go with get another group of Tabaxi to join me.
Okay, that makes sense.
Essentially, just like try and get more Tabaxi people on our side.
Yep. We can do a flashback and make a roll as you've traveled more. So sounds good. Raya, old family, what you got?
Number 1, Hail Maziel. Number 2, perfect the orb stuff.
Oh, yes. Perfect. Yes, please. Thank you.
There we go. I thought about this 2 minutes ago and I was like, let me change up my goal.
Perfect. Yep. Emily, I'm really excited about this. There's a thing I've been thinking about for a little while now that I'm excited to do with that stuff. Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Cool. At number 3, protect the party.
You have so many like marks on these.
Look, because I don't change my goals.
I know, yeah. But like, if you get to the end of the campaign and the party has been protected, like you're gonna get a lot of XP for that one. Obviously, kill Maziel.
Protect, she attack, but most importantly, she protect.
No, most importantly, she gets a butt ton of XP.
It would help if I remembered to put marks on my goals.
Yes.
I forget to do that because it doesn't always become.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were a Marxist.
Wow.
All right, Armani, what you got?
I have so many goals, but I can only
see that.
3.
Yes.
Okay. Protect those I love.
Yeah.
God is worthy of following. I will fulfill my destiny and stop She of the Jade Skirt.
Nice.
And I want to be a better person. I will fight against my natural instincts to be selfish.
Cool. Yep. I got some plans there. Cool. Darius Death Knell. Hey, buddy.
So cursed sister.
Queso
Cursed sister. Okay, is she not cursed anymore?
It will depend on flashbacks. So you can certainly have a goal about it because it will come up this session, right?
Okay.
If it comes up at all. Yeah, because obviously Ari will be there and you can help her with stuff, right? So you guys would probably both be working on that together. So did you discover the capabilities and backstory of the new Makaweedle? Did we do that?
So
I feel like we did.
So we I didn't get a
flashback or a
dream. And I didn't get the dream thing.
Yeah.
But I thought we said that it happened.
I think it did happen. Yeah.
So it's probably just move forward with whatever.
I think so, yeah. I mean, all the relevant stuff. It is a magical sword that one Hunahpu held for a long time. It's what made him immortal, and he just died because Raya killed him. So.
Yeah. All right. So goal numero uno. Actually, before, do you think the third goal still makes sense for the narrative of the campaign?
Yes.
Okay. So, number 1, track down and save Blessed Sister.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right, yeah. Nahuatl is out there somewhere, and you found out that she's in the Burning Sanctum.
Yep.
So that's probably where you're going next after Xyunomei, right? You're probably going to meet up with her. Well, okay, we'll talk about that when we start the episode, actually. Continue.
Okay. 2, help cursed sister to be free from curse.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Be free of curse.
Mm-hmm.
Goal 3, redacted.
Yeah. Yep. Sounds good. Yeah. David and I had a long conversation about Terra Nullius the last week. I basically just vomited to him the entire plot of the campaign, and then what I thought, my notes for the ending, and we just brainstormed ending stuff for an hour and a half.
Nice.
So it was a lot of fun. I came up with a lot of stuff for the ending. I have a very clear idea of where this campaign is going, what to throw out to you guys. I still need to sit down and double check, go through all of my notes and triple check that I have everything that I want to have included in the ending included. But the main strokes are all there now. So, cool. So before we get started in media res, let's talk just very briefly about Nahuatl. So obviously you have Kizine and Kitlali and Zaman at Nokwi City right now. Would they go find get Nahuatl while you guys go to Xyunomei?
Could they do that and not die?
And you don't know.
Zaman does seem to be pretty resilient against death.
whether or not you want him to be.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of Zaman's quest right now. Yeah. Of course I can.
Thank you, that seems benevolent DM.
Yes, seems dangerous, but Zaman just doesn't seem to want to die.
Yeah. Fun note, I got all of my groomsmen custom socks to wear that have nicknames. Their nicknames on them, and I put mine as benevolent DM.
I thought you meant that the socks had nicknames, and I was very confused why you were naming socks.
Good old lefty and righty.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
wait,
what
Seth,
if they come? Sorry, what?
Continue.
Seth doesn't nickname his socks.
No. Yeah.
What if they
I didn't have another
with
nickname.
us?
Anyway, sorry. I'm continue.
Melissa.
Go ahead, Ara.
Okay. Sorry,
You're good.
I didn't mean to interrupt
No,
sock
you're the
conversation.
Listen, you're doing the right thing in this situation. Please move us on from this.
What if they come with us and then I teleport us to the Burning Sanctum?
Right after Xyunomei.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that works for me.
Because it'll probably take them less time to actually travel there than it would be to come with us, and then we just
Probably
teleport.
true. Yeah.
This is Xyunomei, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then appears the Burning Sanctum.
The Burning Sanctum is right here. Yes.
Where?
Right there.
Are you on the GM layer?
Nope.
There. Oh, there it is. Okay, now that time worked. Yeah, that would be less time. Although, Alyssa, if there's one thing we've learned last week, teleportation
Things can go wrong with teleportation.
Can go horribly wrong.
Oh, Emily, it was so much fun. We did so much teleporting in the side story, and results that we did not expect to happen with teleportation. Something that should have succeeded failed, and something that should have failed succeeded, and it was a lot of fun.
There's a reason.
Crazy how that works.
There's a reason.
Emily, you know what?
Adeline,
I don't need your sass. I'm trying to share a fun thing that happened with you.
There's a reason Adeline got an apple. They tried to teleport to Ottobai's temple, and they accidentally teleported to the cave
where the Tree of Life is. And Adeline got one of the apples from the Tree of Life.
Okay,
So,
Caleb.
continue.
Next campaign, we need to make a soundboard.
I don't know. That's the sort of thing that I could add in post, but it gets complicated to have it actually in the session. I much prefer doing clean session like an original session and then maybe adding in that stuff later, right? Like
that's
that,
fair.
because then if you don't want it there, it's like it's hard to take it out, right?
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
Yeah.
We're just our own soundboard.
Exactly. I make sound effects all the time. Come on, guys.
I am a sound effect.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. So now I guess the question is, how are you going to Xyunomei? Are you going to go up the river?
Up the river. I don't know where that's from.
Let's see.
You could try to teleport there.
No. I saw the chart and what the chances are. No.
Never been there before. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, right. Last time they got teleported outside of the Yolotli Basin. Like they weren't even in the same region anymore at all.
Yeah, we were like down like here, I think.
Yep. Like beyond the map.
It was bad. It worked out.
It seems like your three options are to climb through the mountains, to go up the river, or to teleport there.
Well, we have a disabled girl with us right now, so probably not climb through the mountains.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
That's true.
That is entirely
and
fair.
we're in a city, right? Like, I'm sure we could probably procure a boat.
I mean, you had a canoe already, but yeah, if you're taking more people, you can get another one for sure. Yeah. Yep. Not a problem.
Yeah, I feel like by boat.
Boat might actually be quicker. I mean, it looks like it's longer, but water travel is quicker.
Yeah, but it's upriver.
It is upriver though.
Yeah,
so that is a little bit more intense. But yeah, I think it probably will still end up being the best option. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hexes of upriver travel, which is, I think, will take about the same time it would be to just travel normally, like through jungle. So in that case, it takes you 13 days. And then from there, it's another probably 2 days to Xyunomei's lair.
Jeez Louise.
So that's 15 days. So, I mean, I think you guys are probably having this planning session. I mean, time is getting, like, that's a long time, right? 15 days is a long time. So you might have to think of, like, a way to expedite that somehow.
Teleport.
I mean, do we know that you have the ability to teleport?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, if something goes wrong, we are powerful enough that we could survive going to the wrong area.
That's the thing, right? Actually, you guys are like high-level adventurers. Right?
Wait.
Like,
I have a dumb idea. Wait, let me look this up again. D&D 5e teleport. Here's the funny thing. It might take just how many 7th level spell slots do you have? Because that's 7th level, right?
Teleport?
I don't have any.
It's a magic item.
It's a magic item I have.
Oh,
do you remember what the original one is, Alyssa? Like, what's the name of it?
Teleportation helm.
Okay, helm.
How many times can you use it a day?
Once, I think.
The helm has 3 charges. While wearing it, you can use an action and expend 1 charge to cast a teleport spell from it. The helm regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. So it's assumed you have 3.
Wait, here's the thing. We this is so dumb, but it might actually be quicker to just continuously try and teleport.
Yeah.
And try and get to it. Because here's the thing. There is a 46% chance we at least get close.
Yeah.
And that, if we just do it like once a day.
Okay, just a note, the spell instantly transports you and up to 8 willing creatures of your choice. What's the actual party? So we have Ari, and then, so that's, it would be 9 including Ari, but it would be Atabai Raya, Darius, Kizine, Keatlali, Buck, and Zaman. I can't think of anyone else who would come with you, so that should fit. That's 7.
I will say, a mishap can happen on the wrong thing happening. Caleb gets to decide where we go, and we take 3d10 force damage.
I mean, 3d10 force damage at your level doesn't mean nothing.
Our level isn't bad.
Would we want to take Keatlali with us?
That's the question.
So this is the thing. I mean, Keatlali, while she is disabled, she is a D&D NPC, so she has enough hit points that she's not going to die from that.
Okay. That's what I wasn't so sure about.
She's a powerful wizard.
But also, I'm just saying, like,
If we're gonna teleport, is it even
the table?
Right. Like, should we even bring her if we're just teleporting?
Right.
Because before it was like we would take her because then we would go that way to Nahuatl, but now we can just teleport.
True.
There.
That's true.
Teleport back to the
to
Nahuatli's or Nelquis City, and then just go.
No,
that's fair.
No.
That's entirely fair.
Nelquis City, we have a better chance of getting back to Nelquis City. Intact.
Yeah, you're very familiar with that.
We are? Okay, then there's a very good chance we get back. Granted, that could still go wrong.
I only have a 25% chance of making it on target with just the description. I've never viewed it.
Oh, hey, associated object on the table is automatic succeed, and that means you possess an object taken from the desired destination within the last 6 months. So if you just take something from Nelquis City, you can insta-teleport back there for sure, 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
Why didn't I know that last week?
I don't know.
That would have been very helpful.
That would have been
Why didn't you know
No, we did know that. Remember, we tried to find something of that would bring us close to that place, but
I don't remember
we couldn't find anything.
Well, even then, I don't think we had anything that could have brought us to that one area.
Exactly. We didn't.
Wait, where's it? This doesn't list the associated item part.
I don't think we did. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, so that'll be fine. It's more getting there that could take a couple tries.
Yeah, but you have enough charges, it seems like.
Are we saying that this is a new day?
Yeah.
Yes, it should probably be the 12th of March.
Oh, and that means we can get back to Nelquis City and to the Burning Sanctum instantly.
In one day, if we wanted to.
Because I'm guessing, well, we do. Jordan's armor came from the Burning Sanctum
within the past 6 months. You're right. Yeah.
Yes. Right. We definitely have. I mean, we have lots of stuff from the Burning Sanctum. I feel like.
Come on, guys. Let's do some teleporting.
It's gonna be a rough travel there unless we get lucky. But
I gotta pick my spells for the day. That's why I was like, is it a new day? Oh geez, I gotta, because how fast is all this moving for me to pick what spells I need?
I mean,
hey Caleb, can I re-up my arrow count while we're here in the city?
Sure thing. Yeah, there's plenty of arrows.
Okay, just want to make sure. All right. Should I just roll a D100, or do we need some prep? Do we need some flashbacks? What are we doing?
I mean, it sounds like you can just do it, right?
It might take a few days to get there properly, but I mean, it's going to be faster than taking 2 weeks.
That's just going to depend on the rules here.
We could get very unlucky, but we could also...
there's like a 43% chance, 44% chance that there's a mishap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
which means we could still get there on a mishap, though. It really just depends on what Caleb rolls on that at that point, and we take damage. But we can take damage.
Yeah.
Damage. We fine.
Yeah.
All right.
We didn't have healers.
I also have lucky rolls too, where I can re-roll this too.
Nice.
Does that count on a D100?
I think so. I think
it's just like
a roll.
Yeah, it's just a roll.
Okay.
For lucky. Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We ready?
Yep. Do it.
Oh! There. First try.
There you go. Perfect.
Wow. We worried for nothing. We're all good. Wow, that's so much better than traveling for 15 days.
I know, right?
Why didn't we do this earlier?
I don't know, honestly.
Why didn't we?
Did you have teleport?
I suggested it, and then everybody was like, teleporting's risky.
She's had it since the beginning of season 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got it literally as like an escape, like a last minute like escape kind of a thing.
I think we were all maybe a little bit too cautious with teleportation. It seems like it's...
To be fair... We were still cautious after everything that happened last week.
That's fair.
I wasn't. I was like, let's teleport. Let's go.
Well, that's because you were Sayori.
Sayori believed in you, Adeline.
And Adeline wanted to twist her throat off.
Yeah. Real quick. Teleport.
So who are we bringing with us, though? So if we're not bringing...
I'd imagine it's just you guys in black.
Sister.
I don't know if there needs to be anyone else.
Okay.
Right. Especially if you can just insta teleport back. Like.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Whose place are we going to again? What's the name?
Xyunomei, the Infernal Butcher. I'm just double checking what
The
you
what
actually
butcher? Sorry?
say when you the Infernal Butcher.
Infernal Butcher. Okay.
Well, so what do you describe, I guess? What are you actually trying to teleport to?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Right?
I mean,
Is it
Because
the
that's what I was
entrance?
gonna ask if I needed to like try and scry on her to like get
Yeah.
any sort of description.
I mean, we're with people who would have been there. I've seen it before, I imagine.
I mean, I imagine we probably got some minor description from the first Seven Serpent that we were with,
Tabayaxi,
right? Because he gave us like a Tabayaxi. He gave us like a bunch of information about.
Yeah, I mean,
Seven
you can.
Serpents.
I guess my main question is, are you trying to teleport to like the entrance of her domain? Are you trying to teleport to the boundaries of her domain? Like, are you trying to teleport to her throne room? Like, those are all very different
But
things.
here's
Let's go
my
straight for
question.
the throne.
Here's my question, Caleb.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that we just recruited that would know about Xyunomei's lair?
Make
there's a bunch
luck
of
save. That's what
D100?
that is. No, it's a D20.
13.
Yeah, someone who's passively
sure.
familiar with it and could describe
Okay.
the general
Okay.
locale.
Okay.
So,
I mean, I guess that depends on what you guys want to do because I'm not
Yeah.
going to do much of the talking here. So
I would say probably for safety's sake, we probably should teleport directly inside of it. We should probably teleport out. We would probably, especially given our description, we probably would have gone to the outside of it.
So like the entrance to her fortress or whatever it is.
Or like near the entrance to the fortress, not like directly.
that's not going to immediately set up alarm bells. The guards are just like, "Whoa!"
What the
Yeah.
heck? Yeah.
Plus, we don't know if we don't know because these guys have been magical. We don't know if any of these places are warded against
Why don't we
teleportation.
do this? Why don't we send a message to her and be like, "Hey, we're coming."
You could do that.
I mean, why not? Like,
Because
yo,
that might
what's
come
up?
off
We know
threatening.
that you've heard of us. We come in to have a meeting.
It might come off as threatening. Would it?
No. I mean,
You
I
guys-
guess it just
You guys are
depends.
powerful magic users. You guys can use whatever you want at your disposal.
Okay, so I actually have to level
You have to what?
level up.
up.
Oh.
Oh,
So I'm like, okay, I need to figure out what is going to be a good thing to do. So I am now looking at my, because I can possibly take a feat or I can take an ability score improvement. So I am trying to figure out.
Tough
Yeah.
decisions.
Yeah.
take an extra arm instead of a feet.
Can I do that, Caleb? Can I just grow a third arm?
No.
Be like Goro.
So yeah. So do we just want to go to the entrance and just do that?
What do you think, Emily, about the idea of like talking to her, telling her we're coming?
We don't have to. It's just a suggestion.
I
This would be up to Raya. So
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Like, this is Raya would have to do it, so it's her decision.
I mean, I don't really feel like if we're gonna teleport, it should be like to the front of her area or domain for us to walk in. But I don't really know if sending her a message would do anything. Like in 25 words, be able to explain enough.
Yeah.
Of what's going on.
yeah, makes sense.
Okay, then let's just go to the front of the entrance. Sounds good to me.
Okay, so what's the exact description you're giving me? Like, you know that she has a extensive underground like fortress, right? So it starts above ground and then it goes through several levels down into, you know.
So I guess the description would probably be probably one of the underground hatches, right? Where like
Right.
they can come up. from the earth? Like, because if it's all most of it's underground, I'm
Yeah,
assuming there's like
well,
multiple entry points.
No, not necessarily. It seems like they're from the description you got from the UNT that you just talked to. It sounds like there's one major entrance. Think like dwarf stronghold, right? Like
Okay.
where it's like there's probably like an above ground fortress, like with a big entrance into it, and then it just keeps going down several levels.
Okay. So I want to transport to the main entrance. Probably at least a couple, like at least 60 to 80 feet away from the main door to not like just like be like right in front of it.
Okay, sounds good. So I guess that's what we see first. Yeah, you know what? I'm just trying to think of how to do this. So I think we get that entire. So this is a TV show, right? We get that entire like planning session. We get like a montage of the plan, right? So you guys are like figuring out what to do next and whatnot. And then I think we see you guys pop in to existence. It is, this kind of like volcanic mountain. There's not an actual volcano nearby, but like, the same sort of like rock with this giant like kind of whitewashed giant arch entrance into this, which is obviously a fortress. We see you guys teleport there. And then, one of you says something like, well, here we go. And then we get a hard cut. And then, the screen goes black and we just get a text on the screen that just says like 5 hours later. And we see you guys at the very tail end of a battle with a bunch of like monsters. I think probably like lizard folk maybe or something like that. And you've just killed them. It doesn't, the battle itself doesn't matter because you guys are all such higher level adventurers. Like this clan just poses no threat to you whatsoever. And so you killed it because they just kept attacking you. Like you tried talking to this first tribe that you met, and you just kept going down level by level by level, and you just found monsters. Right? You found it's all abandoned. It's just monsters everywhere that have just taken up residence in this abandoned fortress. And you just keep going down level by level, and you've just like killed this tribe of lizard folk. And, there's other monstrosities that you found throughout. One of them just slides off of Atabai's blade, and we see, maybe Darius like pound one of their heads into the stone, and the rest of you are, just kind of like recovering from the battle.
At that point, I'd probably turn to Ari and just start saying, maybe we should have told her we were coming after all.
Yeah, and it's like, again, like it's not like it posed a threat to you. It's just taken a long time to like delve the dungeon, basically. And I think you get to this point, right, and you're just like, well, okay, I guess like down another level, right? Like you can totally do something else if you want to, right?
I was going to say like, who told us to come here again? Tapioca, right? I was like, I just might turn to Ari and think, do we know if Tapiaxi knew the last time his brother was around? Because if what happened with because after Nelqui, I'm not so sure about this.
All right, just shrugs.
Do we want to try to message Xyunomei to see if he's even
Raya. I have
if
no
she's
power to
even
do
here?
that.
Am I familiar enough with her to send a message to her?
Good question. Yeah, what does the spell actually
That's a
say?
good point, right?
You send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with you are familiar. That's not correct grammar.
Probably not.
You're just looking at sending, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because remember one time you had to do sending through Ari, kind of, to send a message to someone.
I mean, she was able to sending to Samuel without really knowing.
But I think she talked.
But you gave me a very detailed description
right? But I mean, you would have had detailed descriptions of Xyunomei, I feel like, at this point.
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and roll a d100 for me. Let's treat it as if they're on another plane, right? And let's just say there's a slight chance that she doesn't have well enough description of Xyunomei. Okay, yeah, you're good. I think yeah, you're fine. So yeah, what do you say?
What am I gonna say now?
Yo, you at your castle?
Yo, you home? We here. We outside. We got the pizza.
Yo, you up?
Yeah, exactly.
Weird.
You up? Winky face.
Um,
From what you know of Xyunomei, that actually might work. That sort of approach. She's got an interesting. From the descriptions you've gotten of her, she has an interesting mix of like sexy and like bloodthirsty.
so I guess I just message her and be like, "Hello, are you in your castle somewhere?"
We've
Me
been trying to
and-
reach you about your
some-
car's extended warranty.
Me and some friends wanted to stop by. we
Sorry,
go.
what do you
I don't
actually
know
say,
what
Raya?
else to say. I don't know what else to say. Be like, "Are you in your castle?"
I mean, who do you
Me-
say you are? Like, who's speaking to her?
Does she care?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I mean, you
Like,
don't know is what I meant to say.
Does I'm like if I say my name is Raya, like what's that gonna matter?
You could say I am the guardian of the orb.
Mm,
She'd know about that.
I could say that.
But also say Tabayaxia sent me.
Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Pepe Miguel Poncio?
Okay, let's see. Hello, Tabiaxi. I'm
Xyunomei.
You mean
Raya.
Xyunomei?
Yes,
Tapiaxi
there
is
we
the
go.
first person. Yeah.
Hello, Xyunomei. I had to start my count over again. Thank you, Caleb.
You're welcome.
I'm Raya, keeper of the orb. I'm here with some friends sent by Tapayaxi.
To seek your aid.
Are you in your castle wanted to visit?
We want to maybe mention we're looking for help.
I don't have enough words for that. This is why I didn't want to do it in the first place.
That's fair.
25 words is not much.
Okay, so you send
Especially
that?
when I have to explain who I am and that we were sent by people instead of just getting on with it. Okay, that's what I sent.
You send that, and you do not get any response back.
That didn't take long.
Wonder
either-
if like all these like lizard folk like just like killed her and just like took over her domain.
Either like real busy or dead or
I mean, the thing is, like, the Seven Serpents, they're pretty powerful. Like, it's very unlikely. Like, the monsters that you guys fought in this, it's like literally just scum. Like, it's just vermin, right? It's so easy to clear them out. They're not even a challenge.
It's easy enough that Caleb didn't bother running the combat.
No, exactly. And it's just pointless, right? Like, to even run it.
Mm.
So, yeah, that doesn't seem likely. Something else might have happened to her and then they took over, but like,
Right. Like I wonder if like the other side like recruited her already.
oh yeah, they might have left, yeah.
guess what I have prepared, guys?
What?
What?
Locate creature.
That would have been more helpful, actually.
Yeah, you want to turn it on?
Guys, I'm gonna cast locate creature
What's the range on that?
1,000 feet in any direction. Which, like, for a whole castle is pretty much gonna cover the whole castle.
I'd imagine so.
I mean, it's pretty large. But yeah, you think at this point, like, given there's probably not very many levels left, it's probably gonna work or it's not gonna work. Like, you're gonna turn it on and she's either not going to be here or you'll know that
Right.
she's here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
So, I describe. Okay. So it says it can locate a specific creature known to you. Is she known to me enough that I could just say?
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't say familiar with. It says known to you. So yeah.
Okay.
So you cast that.
Yes. Yes. So I
Yes,
cast that.
she is within 1,000 feet of you.
Where is she?
Down.
Down.
Okay.
Let's continue
I
on.
said, let's go.
So you guys get down to the next level, and honestly, like, you come to. It's like this whole level is like largely like collapsed, right? So I think again, think of like Mines of Moria style for a lot of this stuff, right? Large vaulted chambers, high ceilings, but yeah, this level's trashed. But you don't find anything like occupying it, at least at first. So you're kind of like delving through. You're trying to find like the next staircase down.
So this is where the big monster is then.
And then you guys turn a corner, and
Map.
yeah, you see this. So you see a Spanish nobleman surrounded by his guards. They are camped out in this like cave here, right? There's a lot of like overgrown like mushrooms and collapsed ceiling tiles and all that stuff, right? Anything like that. But like it looks like they're maybe like partially wounded, like they fought something, but they are like huddled together next to a fire.
Do I recognize who the nobleman is?
Does Darius recognize the nobleman? That's really the question.
Anyone can make
Darius
a
has met.
everyone go ahead and make a history check. I'm just
Me too.
Yes, everyone just go ahead and do it. We'll just
19.
see.
26.
Okay.
He's
That makes no sense why Atabai would know that.
I'm not saying that
I've been wandering this area for a while. It's possible.
okay.
There's a reason why I said even me. I'm like, I can't roll lower than an 18.
Is mine coming up?
I haven't seen it yet.
What the heck? Okay. Oh, nope. I have no clue who this guy is.
I have the best idea who this is, and he's not even from my area.
Yeah, Atabai, I think this person, like the nobleman,
Can
particularly,
Buck make a roll?
No. He's been an animal for not even that
So?
long. Like Buck has almost no experience with anything. So,
How rude.
Atabai, you just get this like random wave of deja vu, and then it passes, and you're not even sure if that was a real thing.
But like, do I recognize him at all with a 19?
Nope.
So it's not Faustino.
No, it's not
Who
Faustino.
is this then? Who's here that we don't know?
Okay, so I guess
Good luck with this, guys. I don't speak common. I can talk to one person with my mind, but I can't speak
I
common.
love it. Good luck. I don't speak common.
Yeah, what do you do?
Cool.
It doesn't seem like they've immediately noticed you. You just turned the corner, and there's like a moment of like hesitation where like they haven't seen you, but you could do something.
I think Atabai turns to Raya, takes a sword out,
Like what the?
you keep killing things?
I just am like,
Shake it.
and then I just kind of like say from where we are, just kind of like, we are a group approaching. We come in peace.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like all of them just like whoa, whoa, the knights, and I think they are like, and maybe even beyond like just normal guards. Like it seems like these people are like have a pretty good accoutrement, and they all like draw their swords and like stand in a defensive circle around their noble lord, and the guy's just like who's here? He, like grabs his like arm, which is like a bandage.
I kind of like start like walking forward, like with my arms up, like I said, we come in peace, and I give like a look back to the group, like we come in peace. Come on, guys.
Atabai puts his sword away.
So I just kind of like start gently approaching,
Right.
and I guess I'd just be like, you look like you all are hurt. Do you need some assistance?
Yeah, I think like the one of them, I guess probably the nobleman, just says like, "Oh, it's a demon. Oh well, I don't treat with demons.
I just kind of like roll my eyes.
Racists.
Men, protect me at all costs." And like the guys, as you guys start moving forward and they see all of you, I mean, obviously look hardened and battle war and all that stuff, they just get more and more like, oh, I don't know, we want to fight these people.
Okay. Atabai going to hold his hand out, and I'm going to use Awakened Mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that won't freak him out anymore.
I'm going to try and make persuasion, and I can't roll lower than a 25. He's just going to say, he's going to hold his hand out like he's speaking with his mind, because he is. And just to try and say, he's like,
hold his hand out like he's speaking with his mind. That's a common thing.
Kind of like go out like this, just to kind of, I don't know, man. I don't know, guys.
Continue.
So he's just going to say, I say we come only seeking the proprietor of this castle. We mean you no harm.
Okay, make a persuasion roll.
29.
Yeah, and I think the guy slowly, like, calms down, and then he holds up a hand and says, "Okay, men, let's at least hear them out." And they kind of
wow. Okay, I didn't even get to make a roll. That's fine.
And I guess
whatever.
the guy calls out, "You seek the proprietor of this place."
I just get weird Monty Python vibes from this situation.
Honestly, yes.
I lean forward to her. I lean forward to her. I told him to calm down.
I would like to do something.
Mhm.
I'd like to put on the hood and see if I can see if they're from this cycle.
Oh yeah, put on the death hood.
Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
That'll make him feel a lot better.
The thing is, he's far enough back that I think Darius could get away with
Fair.
his. They're not focusing on him right now. So yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead and make a
focused on the
persuasion check to do your magic things. You can't tell. There's there might be something weird going on with
I
these.
literally rolled a 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there might be something weird going on with this, but you're not sure.
How long does locate creature last?
An hour?
Yeah, so Xyunomei is still below.
Ari's just gonna be like, "Are you here to see Xyunomei?"
Xyunomei? I don't know anyone by that name. We were on patrol. We were on patrol protecting our encampment.
Our encampment.
Yes.
And
It has been many years since we've seen the light of day. We've been trapped down here for some time. Tell me, do you know what the world is like outside?
how have they survived years down here?
I want to
I
insight.
say,
check
are
this.
you from Spain, England?
Yes, of course, Spain. Can you not tell by the fact that I'm speaking Spanish common right now?
Spanish common?
Spammin.
Spamming?
Okay, well, wait, so
Spanish.
but he responded with Spanish common.
Yeah, no. He says Spanish, but that's like a variation of common in our universe. So
Right.
So he says he's been here for years?
Yeah, I want to insight check to see.
yeah, go ahead.
I want to as well.
Oh, that wasn't great. I also rolled a 2 with that.
26.
He's not lying to you.
I'd like
Okay.
to ask him if he's ever seen somebody perform magic.
So I would ask how have you survived down here for years? And kind of like I would say it while simultaneously using the awakened mind to say that to him.
Right. Yeah,
It's
so
something
I'll-
I've probably gotten used to.
When using your hand.
Sorry, not with the hand anymore.
I'll
I'm just
answer.
imagining he's doing this.
Right.
I can only talk to one person with my awakened mind.
Using your hand to make the mouth motions.
No, I was just doing that so the other guys know I'm doing something.
Yeah, I know. So I'll answer Atsubai's question first, and I'll answer yours, Darius. The guy says, he said, "How do you survive down here for years?" That was the
How have
question.
you survived down here
Yeah.
for years?
And he says, "Oh well. I guess I can answer both of your questions. There's a young woman who is very powerful in magic. She is. I have to confess, I was not familiar with what this sorcery was before. Well, she is a wonder. She has kept us alive down here, taught us much. I don't think she's from Spain, but I don't know. She might be. We're all still putting together our past.
What nobleman did you come with?
Yeah, and he says, the Lord Xyunomei, of course. And all of you recognize that as being the name of, like, the Christopher Columbus of this universe. Like, that is the guy
Right.
who first came to the New World.
Ah, so you were like one of the first people to get here.
How long has it been since that said person has been here, actually?
A few years now.
So
Yeah,
it lines
probably
up.
at least
then.
10,
It seems like it
right?
lines up to you. Yeah. Yeah, something like 10 years maybe, yeah. And,
Not that
and
they've
so-
been here necessarily, like in this cave, but like
Yeah,
since
yeah.
the expedition happened.
Yeah, so, what does he say? He says, there's something I was gonna... Oh, yeah, he sees you, I think, for the first time, and he's like, oh, okay. Where do you come from? He seems like recognized, like, oh, it's a human.
Oh yeah, I'm from Italy, but my nobleman comes from Spain.
Oh, there are more Spanish expeditions. Have they come to save us, to rescue us from this horrible, wretched place?
Didn't know you need rescuing.
Well, of course we have. I mean, it all went catastrophically wrong.
How?
Well,
I haven't heard of any of these reports.
We came here, and honestly, I mean, Xyunomei didn't even come with an army. Like, he came with like a one ship sort of a thing. Like,
Right, but like I don't think he told us that like some of his men were lost here.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, so,
They thought they died.
yeah.
Probably.
So he says, yeah, like we came to conquer the land, and I don't know, my memory is fuzzy there. The X has been helping us.
X.
Yes.
He's gonna give it to you.
Yeah, and obviously,
That's-
like he doesn't put the two names together, but it's really obvious to you guys, right?
Yeah, I think your mistress here is the one we're looking for.
Oh, okay. You X. You're looking for X.
Xyunomei, yes.
I didn't
I
know
just
she
kind
had
of go.
another name.
I just kind of go Xyunomei.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that makes sense, I suppose. Well,
hold on though.
yeah.
Can I? You
Why
look
are
like
you
you all
guys
are
hurt?
hurt.
Yeah, why are you hurt?
as I said, we are on patrol. There are monsters about. Not too many in this level, but you never know. They wander
Oh
down here.
well,
every
we
once in a while.
killed all the ones in the upper one, so it should be good now.
You what?
We killed all of them.
We've been here for a couple months. We've gone up to like level 16. They've been here for years. They're still low-level adventurers. Pathetic.
Yeah, he says, are you saying that our path to freedom is finally within our reach?
Yeah, you're totally free to like just walk right out, pretty much.
And then he says, the prophecies are true. X
What
was right
prophecy?
all along. Yeah, and I think he says, let me find it real quick.
I think when when Teppan finds out they were like so taken back by those monsters, Teppan turned to Darius and said, "What a bunch of losers."
Yeah, I was actually
I'm
just
kidding.
thinking.
Yeah, and so he says, the prophecy is true. Like as X foretold, upon the day land flows like water. The four and one shall usher forth the dawn of men. Everyone can make an intelligence save. We've heard that before on screen.
Has Teppan heard that? I'm guessing no.
That's Darius is not within my reach. Dang it, Darius!
Wow. Oh, I would have been by Darius, so that would have been a
Yeah,
14.
none of you remember it.
I mean,
I'm with a 15. That's still not bad.
probably would have been further. Well, maybe not.
It got
Who
mentioned
knows?
once in a context that it'd be hard to remember in. So
Was Teppan around when that happened?
Yes,
I guess
definitely.
I'll have to watch through all of Terra Nullius again just so I can remember the whole thing.
Could you put it in the chat just because
Yeah.
we can just read what it says?
Yeah, so Armani's just gonna like squint her eyes. I don't know why, but I feel like this woman has definitely had them under like some kind of spell.
Oh, like brainwashing kind of
for
stuff.
sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
but what I don't have prepared is greater restoration. So whatever, it's fine.
Tepid kind of scowls when he says, like, come bring forth the dawn of men. He just kind of scowls at that.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can like. I wonder if she's using soul magic on them.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just say like.
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Or I could take 10 minutes and cast detect magic.
You could. But I
mean, you
think
guys.
Ari wants to know like.
Good. Just make
Basically,
the
if she can like redeem it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if she could like break it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nope.
No idea.
No idea.
A 9 does not suffice. Yeah, so I mean, they say like I think they were at first hesitant, right, to bring you to X, but as soon as you like say, like you just cleared out the entire dungeon, they're just like, oh my gosh, you're the prophesied heroes, and then they like, please come, X will want to meet you, and then they start down to the next level. You follow them?
I mean, we need to meet her anyway.
Sure, why not? Meat shields.
That is true. If they're in front, they're meat shields.
I didn't heal them either, so like, if they do turn on us, they should be weak.
If they were threatened by things that went down without any effort from us, they're not a threat. Unless something happens and they get turned into some like squid monsters or something, and like eldritch abominations pop out of their stomachs. And now that I've said that, Caleb can't do it.
I can't do it exactly like that. Cool. I'm gonna drag you to a new map. You get down to the next level.
Get down. Whoa.
And he lifts me up, I get down. He lifts me up, I get
Yeah,
down.
and you see, well, an encampment, right? You see a big tent here. You see some other tents down south. And obviously this is all underground, but you see like an encampment. You see humans. It's just a bunch of humans, right? You see, like, obviously, like they all look Spanish to you guys. Lots of Spanish iconography, same sort of clothing. You see women and children. You see entire families here. Like, this is literally like an encampment of humans.
This is the okay. What did Tapiaxi tell us about Xyunomei?
She's very lustful.
Yeah, basically
Doing some weird experiment.
She was doing weird experiments on the Yuan-Ti under her command.
Mm-hmm.
There doesn't seem to be any Yuan-Ti. There seems to be pretty much all.
It's all humans.
That's
all
what I was wondering.
humans.
Is can we think of any reason why she would want a horde of humans? Because it doesn't look like a harem.
Humans are sexier than Yuan-Ti.
I mean, I don't know. There are a lot of nerds who would disagree with you on that, but a lot of gross D&D nerds who live in their mother's basements. That's what I'm saying.
I like some sneaky girls.
Exactly right. A Yuan-Ti as my waifu.
Oh, just no.
You
No.
waifu?
Okay. Yeah, Ari's just like, I'm beginning to think these might not be Spaniards.
You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, he says, right, like, welcome to our village. I will tell everyone at once that we can begin the exodus, the prophesied exodus from this land.
I just kind of say, did you all come over from Spain together on the one ship?
The one ship? Have
Yeah.
you not heard? What have your history books been like? You have not heard of the great armada of Garanay the Conqueror?
Tobias like, I remember no.
Is there like a way for me to try and see if they're like from a different cycle? I don't know if there's any way for Raya to figure.
I mean, you could make guesses, but like, there's nothing about this that would like instantly tell you. Yeah.
Well, just like he's so convinced that something else has happened.
I mean, either he's from a different cycle or he's brainwashed, or both.
Okay, actually,
Right.
Caleb.
Yeah.
I have a thought.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to send you one of the things that I was thinking about taking as my feat. Okay? How's that sound? So I'm thinking if it's cool with you for me to take this feat.
Metagaming a little bit.
Ooh, interesting. What does this do? Let's take a look.
It's in a book. Reading
Reading
Rainbow.
What from this do you particularly want?
So I was looking at the list of spells.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. Which one? Yeah. Okay, I mean that's for magic items.
And it's also for people to identify any of like spells that might.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. Okay, we'll say that. That's what I took then. Because I was
That's
like,
fun.
I was about to ask you about that anyway. So
Yeah. No, I mean that seems like a fun. I mean, you were. Yeah, you you were right. Which one are you going to choose for the stat?
Oh, I mean, there's only one real option here.
That's
because
fair.
All the other ones are fake options.
Exactly. Because I'd have to,
Yeah, I get you. Cool. Nice.
So
Wisdom
yeah, will be the one. And
do you want to just go up to the main noble guy and just cast it?
Maybe a little more subtle. Whatever it is.
I mean, you could he's like hailing you all as the prophesied heroes. You could just go like clap him on the shoulder, like, yes, that is us.
yeah, I think that's kind of what I do. It's like, yeah, I'll take it, and then
yeah. There are no conventional spells on this person right now.
Shoot. Well, that's okay.
Dang it! What? I want to know what
So they're
Darius
not
just
being
did.
magically brainwashed at the very least.
Yeah, I mean, and there may be something magical at play here, but it's not like an enchantment spell or something.
Not something conventional.
This is the spell that I just learned.
Caleb chose his words very carefully. There's no conventional spells on these people.
But they could be from another cycle.
I also learned how to do this.
Nice.
He got the feet fey touched.
So much teleportation.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Okay, well then let's go.
Yeah, I mean, he probably first wants to give you like a tour of the place, right? He's just like, and here's where we have been weaving baskets, and like, and X creates food from us, but we've been trying to grow mushrooms to eat, and so on and so forth.
Mushroom seed, not conventional magic. It's just drugs.
Right? Yeah, they're all just high.
It's the kind of magic that you get from Puff the Magic Dragon.
I will
magic mushrooms.
see if they're willing to give us like some sort of like very small trinket that they've crafted from here and hand it to Ari and be like, just in case.
I mean, honestly, I feel like some of like this is like village situation. Like some of the women probably come over to you with like these wreaths of whatever else, and they just like put it on you like, you are the prophesied heroes. Here are your magical your wreaths, of cave lichen.
Hey, you got any magic items for us? I'm just kidding.
Cough it up.
We do take payment in magic items. Just kidding. Kind of. Take us to her.
That's to buy like shiny things.
Yeah,
or,
the noble guy basically says, well, there is a process to see X. She only comes out to the people once a week on a very particular time, certain cycle, and it would be rude of us to just barge in on her. Part of this place is her private quarters.
Oh, can you just point to where that is so we can just stay in the public quarters?
Yes, you want to roll a deception check for me? You're trying to basically get him to be like, can you let us know where we're not supposed to go so we definitely don't go there?
Yeah.
Good. Deception.
Jeez.
I'm not good at this. Can I guide myself?
Sure. Yeah, they're not going to be suspicious of you automatically if you cast a spell yourself, right? Because they're like prophesied heroes.
Oh no!
Crit fail.
No, that was going to happen.
Because she's the demon and they just don't trust her. They're just like, there's something about you, you demon.
Yeah, I think it's less like they like call you out on the lie. It's just they pretend you didn't try to lie to them, right? They're just like, and over here is where we weave our baskets. Insistently looking at the baskets. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
So
say
Ari's going to
anything
be like, so
Fine.
when will she come out? We are kind of on a time crunch.
It's still 2 days before her predestined arrival, but with the exodus underway, she may come sooner than that. We'll have to wait for her to return to come before we'll go on the exodus anyway. But she may show up before then. If you wait
So
patiently.
in this exodus, does she have to be present for you all to leave? Because I think you guys should go enjoy your freedom as soon as possible.
Yeah, he frowns and he says, "Well, I think that X. Well, X. I'm sure X already knows about the situation here.
Well, because
mean,
we
she's
tried
the one
sending
who
her a message
prophesied
and
it
she didn't
herself.
reply to us.
Okay.
Tepin is going to speak up.
Yeah.
He's going to say, it says in the prophet, like, and he uses magic, like, it says in the prophecy itself. Started speaking as Adeline for a second. So it says, you said in your own, guys, in your own prophecy, the fallen one shall usher forth the dawn of men. We are here to usher it forth, aren't we?
Yeah, and he's frowning, and he says, like, I really feel like X would want to be here, and we just have to wait for her predestined arrival. But he's starting to, like, be confused. Do you want to roll a persuasion check to, like, basically, what do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want from the situation, though?
I want to roll persuasion too, so just saying, we're here to take you out. Let's go.
And then what? Like, what is your actual plan here?
To get them out of here so we can scour the area
Right,
to try
okay.
and find Xyunomei.
Perfect. Okay, sounds good. Go ahead. Roll persuasion.
Right, get them to like go outside, go enjoy the fresh sunlight, and
31.
Feel like a 31 is probably a good one. So it's gonna take some time for them to like actually gather up all their stuff, though. So I think like, but how insistent are you of that? Like, you need to go now.
I mean, the way I see it, like, if they're just getting out of here by the end of the day, that still gives us
Yeah,
time.
I think that's probably what it is, right? Is they gather up everything they can carry, and they just say, "All right, let's go." And they're obviously hopelessly naive, and if you let them actually just like go, they're just gonna die in the jungle, right?
No. Like we're gonna like make like an encampment outside the castle, right? Like go enjoy the sunlight, like
Keep
let's
under
just
the
like set up.
stars.
Because here's the thing. The way Tepin sees it, if they don't, Atsubai sees it, if she doesn't come, no harm, no foul.
Right.
If she does come, immediately she's going to want to talk to us.
No, exactly. And I think that's actually the situation you find yourself. You don't even get like them all out of the cave, right? It's like they're all gathering up their stuff, and then it's like, okay, well, let's go on our exodus. And then suddenly there's just what looks like a teenage girl. She looks Spanish. Looks like the same, general Caucasian nature, and she is standing there in a simple brown dress. You don't know how she appeared behind you, but she's there. And she just says, "Where are you taking them?" She's very pale, but I mean, everyone's kind of pale here.
What does she what does she speak in?
Probably primordial first.
Okay.
He speaks in
and
yes.
that's the cue. And so Atsubai would turn around and say, "Xyunomei, we have been looking." That dang it! I'm talking like Adeline.
Khajiit has where, if you have coin.
Darling, there you are.
Right, yeah. It's been Atubai's been Adeline the whole time.
No, like Xyunomei.
Atsubai is actually Adeline from the future. Actually, the other way around.
I can't get the accent right now, so I'm just gonna speak normal. It's like, Xyunomei, we've been looking. Xyunomei, there you are.
Yeah. And she's doing like that kind of creepy, like slight downward angle on her face, and she's like looking up at you like through her eyes, right? And she just says, "I've worked very hard to make sure that everything is perfect here. Why would you ruin it like this?"
You prophesied it, apparently.
We meant no ill will, Xyunomei.
They are fools. They do not know anything.
And Tepin's just gonna laugh. She says that primordial.
Yes.
Tepin's just gonna laugh, say, "We agree."
My plans didn't go as I thought. Things cannot be reversed. Why are you here?
I believe that is something for Raya to say. And he'll turn to you, Raya. Or do you want me to explain the situation?
I mean, I already tried talking to her and she didn't even want to reply to me.
Fair enough. He'll turn to you and he'll turn to you, Raya. Like, oh, you can take outside. Like, we are seeking your aid for help against your brother Mazayul.
I suspected something like that might be happening. I underestimated that you could make it this far. Apparently, the tribes have grown flabby. I thought we were protected down here. I thought we were here in peace, and I could do what I needed to do. But you come here, and you threaten everything I have done.
Unfortunately, Xyunomei, other things threaten what you are trying to do here as well. And without your help, what we have done may not have... how do I word that? Without your... Imagine that like, other things are trying to threaten what you're trying to do as well. And we are short on time, unfortunately.
Yeah. Trying to think.
Because we've told the others about Sheev the Jade Skirt as well, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was just making sure like that wasn't secret information.
Yeah, and okay, make a persuasion check. Just go ahead and make it.
32.
32 is pretty
17.
good. Yeah. So I think she like bites her lip. You say that my mother is awakening. That is unfortunate. She will also seek to undo what I have done.
Exactly. We can help. We like. I have. He's just gonna look around. He's like, I have no problem with what you are doing here. I have no problem with what you have here. Does not bother me at all. What Sheev the Jade Skirt does affects everyone. You, me, them. They will all be gone.
You need to clean up your mess first, but then we can talk more. She like nods to like the rest of her people.
And
sorry guys, Exodus is off.
Tevin will just nod. By all means. So
I think RA just like hold on before she like calls off this Exodus, right? Because she's just gonna throw like a crapshoot out there. She's gonna be like, how'd you turn a bunch of UNT into a bunch of Spaniards? How did you become a human?
Yeah, she looks at you. She says, so you figured out that much, did you? But you're still so ignorant of everything. How long have you been in the Xyunomei Basin, Ari?
How do you know my name?
I mean, you probably said it since you've been here.
Oh, I don't think I've spoken at all to her, but...
No, as in like someone else has said your name. Like, that's my assumption, right? It's someone somewhere.
Just like, okay.
It's not going to be, this isn't like she secretly knows everything. You know,
She knows everything.
Yeah. That's not.
She's been underground, yet she somehow knows everything.
Yeah, exactly. That's Knocknight knows everything.
Wait, what did she ask me?
So, she said, how long have you been in the Xyunomei Basin?
A few months.
A few months cannot uncover hundreds of years of history. Thousands of years of history. Millions of years of history when you take into account the cycles.
Yeah, we know about those.
Yes. I figured as much. You wouldn't have got this far if you hadn't. You wouldn't have guessed that, really, if you hadn't. And yet you don't guess the most heinous, or not heinous, and yet you don't guess the most obvious secret of all.
Care to share?
I'm just trying to think of how, like, how
you eat.
I'm trying to think. You're right. Yeah, I'm trying to think of how like she would like actually say this.
He just looks up and whispers, "Jet fuel can't melt steel beam."
Yeah, the most obvious secret of all. Yeah. Do you know how all of this got started, Ari?
This cycle, the
The
world.
the cycles.
I don't know. I don't think I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She says.
I mean,
"A
your
man-"
mom started one.
That sounded like you were just gonna do your mom joke there.
Mom.
I was confused.
You know what started these cycles? Your
Your
mom.
mom. Which
Your
is
mom started this one. I
Your
know that
mama's
much.
so old. She started all these.
she started all these cycles. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you say a lot that, right? And she says like. No, she's only partially involved in all of this. There was a man named Cortez who sought to conquer a kingdom. And something happened there. Some glitch, some intrusion, some mistake. And it cascaded over and over and over again. We are that cascade. We are the original people, the original men who came to conquer. Who came to conquer.
From cycle 1.
From cycle 1. When she of the Jade Skirt, when my mother tapped into reality with the orb, she brought an army. It was an army of men. It was us. I am merely seeking to change. To go back to how we were. To give these people their lives back. I am trying to save them. I'm trying to save us all. She looks at you very seriously and she says, I don't want to be a monster.
Ari's like, I know what that's like. Can I make an insight check?
Yeah. Certainly.
Cloud's
Always
like,
got it.
I am my own monster.
Oh, nope.
Yeah, you can't get anything from that really.
Am I also able to make
Yeah,
an
I mean,
insight
you're all
check?
listening to it, so you guys can.
Because I'm not going to roll lower than that.
I would like to point out the fact that I rolled a 19. No, I rolled an 18. No.
So, I mean, yeah,
No, you rolled a 19.
Ari doesn't
I rolled
really
a
get
19.
this. Ari doesn't really get this, but I think the rest of you get it more. I think, so there's an aspect of that that's true, certainly, right? And maybe Xyunomei has convinced herself of that. And maybe there is a portion of her that does not want to be a monster, but it's not really for, like, good reasons, right? It's like, I think basically you get, like, the reason she's doing all of this is because she was some sort of, and honestly, who knows, like, how, like, women and children got involved in this, or at least just women, like, got here, because, I mean, if it's actually, like, Cortez and the Spaniards, like, they didn't bring women with them when they, like, went and conquered the land, but something happened where they brought, like, a whole bunch of Spaniards, well, that's what she, the Jade Skirt, brought, and, like, brought a people, and made them into the Yuan-Ti somehow, or, like, you don't know how all that happened, but for this woman, she wants her life back as, like, some Spanish princess, right? She doesn't want any of this, even though she's, like, basically a demigod. Like, she's like, I was beautiful once. Like, this is what I was like. Like, I don't want to be a horrible snake monster. Like,
I want to be a real girl.
I want to be a real girl again. And it is basically purely selfish on her part. But in a roundabout way, she is trying to do a good thing for these people. I think you guys also get the sense, probably ought to buy more than anyone, that while maybe in a there's several layers of this, right? Her intentions aren't good. Maybe what she's doing can be conceived as helpful, but Atabai, I think you get that actually this isn't good for them, right? These people are living a strange, horrible delusion, right? And whether or not they could actually be turned back into their old selves, apparently it's not a thing that Xyunomei can actually give them. And her continuing to try to do this to them is actually probably going to destroy their minds.
But also, like, what's a few hundred destroyed minds when she could help save the whole universe? You know?
That is something Atabai is going to keep to himself for the time being.
Yeah.
It's like cost-benefit analysis.
I mean, honestly, the way Atabai sees it, he's either killing Min or Yuan Ti. He doesn't care about either of them.
Yeah, and I think maybe we probably get like a flashback, a series of flashbacks to all of the different Yuan Ti places you guys have been. And we see just like how the entire time there has been eerie similarities to Spanish everything, right? Especially when you're in Arendira City. I dropped hints like crazy. You guys ended up in a Spanish bathhouse, right?
Right. Well, and we got Spanish
magic
weapons.
items. Exactly. Yeah. So like these guys have been Spanish the entire time, right? I knew this like pretty much from like session 2.
So that means they will be Juan T.
Oh boy.
So is it that so she's found a way to make them human again, or is she
basically she's trying, at least she's trying to make them human again. She's trying to de-Yuan-Ti-ify them. You could ask her like how she's done it.
Yeah, how are you doing that?
can ask her how she does.
That's just Ari, right?
Yeah.
No, I know.
How are you doing it?
I'm trying. Make a charisma save for me, Ari.
Oh God, no.
Based on the way she phrased that, natural 1.
Right, it could be, certainly.
Probably. You said a charisma check or charisma
save? This is like it's literally just like kind of
Darius.
her impression
Darius
of you.
Is Darius is nearby.
Oh,
ooh,
19's
nice.
Plus
24 altogether. Yeah.
Darius is just standing by, looking pretty and encouraging.
Wow, all these random NPCs love Ari, but she can't convince Mickey to be with her. What the heck, man?
You have to save that for the finale.
I know I am. But
guys, this is on a less serious note. We need to start making. I'm just gonna make the one joke. Yo, Seven Serpents, your mama's so fat she ate cycles and still wasn't satisfied.
Yep, there you go.
Okay, so she likes me, at least a little bit.
Yeah, so I think she just tells you then, right? Like, she's flat out, she just says, well, what's the opposite of eating, Ari?
Vomiting?
Pooping. Farting.
Yeah, she basically just says, like, Yuan-Ti are made the way they are by what they put into themselves. I reverse the process by taking things out of them.
You take their memories.
I take their blood, Ari.
So she's a nurse.
Or a vampire.
Or a vampire. Vampires are a little scarier.
Are they?
And I think, and this is the thing, I think you guys like notice now. So the guys had wounds before, right? And I think you maybe look around at the people and you suddenly realize that like all of them have like what amounts to needle scars, right? Like they've all been like bled.
Got it.
And at first you're like, well, they're living in rough conditions. Maybe they got scars. But no, like all of these people have been like probably horribly tortured.
They just have to give blood. It's a blood bank.
Yeah, but like nobody's getting like benefiting from the blood.
They don't get cookies?
No, they don't.
So I would just kind of curiously like go, where do you keep all the blood?
So you're taking the Yuan-Ti blood from them, and then all that's left over is...
Yeah, basically, you don't know the exact details
Right.
of what she's saying, but like in some magical process, she's trying to bleed out the yuan-tiness from them. There's probably a ritual
Right.
involved.
Atsubay's still just like, where'd you keep all the blood? Like he's like, I feel like I should be swimming in it with how many people.
And so this
are
is
here.
like a curse of your mom? Like your mom put this curse on them to like make them yuan-ti?
Yeah, and she kind of like rolls that around in her head and she says, in a way, I suppose she did. What she did bringing us here was what did it. I don't know if it was intentional on her part or just a happy accident.
I guess Ari is mostly just wondering, can I make you humans?
Yeah.
Make them dragons.
No. Just like remove like
Yeah.
the curse from them, basically. That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, I think she probably looked at you, Raya, and then she says, if your pet there will convince my people to stay...
Call me a pet?
Yeah, that's what she calls you, yeah. Then we can treat together. We can talk about me possibly offering you assistance against my mother. I certainly wouldn't want her ruining my plans here.
Atsubai just scowls at being called a pet.
Mm-hmm.
I think as Atabai scowls at that, we cut to like TV mode, like Darius has like just the Teen Titans pure white eyes, where it's just like the big white circles, and then like you have the thought bubble that just has like Darius petting.
Atsubai's on a leash and like drinking out of a bowl. Oh,
Yeah.
Where'd Jordan go? Jordan?
Oh,
Your camera turned off.
that happened.
Okay. Well, here's the important question. It's the one I've been thinking. Emily, Jordan, do either of your characters have minor illusion?
I do.
You do? Okay, that's
I
fine.
do, yeah.
That's fine, because here's my idea. Essentially, so like
I think I do. Hold on. Yep, I sure do.
Okay, so in that case, I'd probably know that. Atsubai would turn to Ari and say, we might need to make some noise. And kind of like...
Basically be
wait! Do we have Buck with us?
Mm-hmm.
We can fake like a dragon's coming to try and eat everybody. And
I
fight
also
him
have
back.
thaumaturgy.
Well, we could also just tell them like, hey, actually, like we talked to her. Now's not the time to go because there's like outside threats.
Here's the thing:
we got to stay here for a little longer.
We say that, but if they see a dragon coming through the door,
yeah, but I don't want them to hurt him.
They can't hurt weaklings.
Or I can just cast thaumaturgy and make weird noises coming from above.
That was my original sound. If we just made it sound like something scary is out there, no one's going to want to go out there.
Or we could just like use
something but then they're just going to be like, go kill it.
I mean, yeah, what do you actually do?
I'm just saying, if we explain that like there's a greater threat right now, it's not time to come out yet. It'd be fine. My question is, okay, if we do this for you, what are you doing for us? Like, how are you actually going to help us in this battle?
I think that's going to be the conversation afterwards.
No, I want to know now because otherwise I want to let these people go.
Yeah.
Otherwise, let my people go.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Right.
Let your people go.
What are you going to do for these people?
Well, no, it's
or like not. What are you going to do for us? Like, how are you actually going to help us against your mom?
Yeah, I mean, she says, well, for one, I have not made all of my servants. I have not reversed all of my servants.
Okay.
Also, I am certain that I have information you're not privy to. You could ask me some questions. I'm sure that I could reveal to you some interesting weaknesses or tidbits that might help you in the coming battle, I'm sure is to come.
Okay. That's something.
What else do you want, Ari?
What do I want? think she thinks about that. What does Ari want?
And I mean, so this is the thing, Ari. The thing that I think is coming to your mind is, are you guys really gonna let her have these people?
Right.
Like,
I
that
know,
just seems horrible to you.
I know. It really does. That's why I'm like.
And so,
I mean, here's the thing, though. Do we
run
have
this-
another option?
Run this by me one more time. She wants these people because she wants to feel human, right?
Sounds like it, kind of.
Basically, she feels like she's created like a utopia with them,
Yeah.
essentially. Right?
She's
like, and
trying
she doesn't
to
want that
recapture-
ruined.
Yeah, she's trying to recapture her life in Spain in some way.
So why
feel
don't we
like-
just bring legitimate Spaniards who would be all why don't we tell her, hey, instead, why don't we actually get you people who like legitimately wants to be with you in this utopia?
That's
who kind of
she
love
will be
this escapism.
Darius. She will be so down with that because she'll use them for her experiments and then probably actually be able to turn her people back into humans by just like flaying these people's skin and then giving them their bodies or something. She's totally down with that.
I mean, I'm not going to let her kill a bunch of Spaniards.
There goes
Um,
my suggestion of bringing her back to Spain.
No, she would probably not.
No, I'm like, why don't you partner with us in Navarro, who is a Spaniard? I'm sure between myself, Raya, and Darius, who are somewhat familiar with magic, that we could help you return to your Spanish state instead of staying UNT, and you could claim your right as a lost princess in Navarro's camp. I mean, these people certainly aren't going to leave you.
I mean, that sounds like Ari's making a persuasion check.
Oh,
but
gosh, no, I already made a
I was
charisma
like-
save. She likes me.
But also, I'm just kind of like, she doesn't even sound like she's going to be that helpful.
Again, she asked like, "What else do you want from me?" Like,
Anything can help at this point.
yeah, but is it worth? Yeah, I mean, if Ari can like actually change them, then that is a thing.
The thing is, Atabai doesn't care.
Yeah.
He wants them gone. They're foreigners to him. Like, they're in my land.
Oh no, yeah, exactly. If Ari like actually made them into humans, it would just be like, hey, you know these UNT that are your oppressors? They're just humans now, and they're still your oppressors. They're gonna join with all the other oppressors.
Yeah, I mean, Ari's. I don't know what more she wants from her. She says she's going to give them information. They have more like people as soldiers that they could use.
Mhm.
I mean, we really just want the soldiers, right? I don't know that we really want anything else unless you have like some useful items we could have.
We don't know what information she has. She could have useful. She said she has information on weaknesses. We don't know if.
Right.
If the
But
J-Skirt's
I
weak
don't
to
know what that
anything.
information is yet. I don't know how useful it's going to be.
We
But
don't know how useful.
Yeah, but I mean, she's not gonna just
things.
like tell you unless you agree to her terms. So
right. But I mean, yeah. I don't know. Somebody back me up here. I'm not the
guess-
one who should be talking.
otherwise,
She likes-
Ari is literally making a persuasion check right now.
What are we trying to do with her?
I don't want to keep these people under a mountain.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm trying to like fight against my natural instinct to be like, yeah, sure, okay, just give me the army, give us like the
And see,
the
that's why like
information
Raya's
and
not
stay down
backing
here.
her up because
That-
like
that's what
Raya's
I-
like,
That's why I feel it needs to be you, Alyssa, because
I was
this is
gonna-
part of your goal, right?
Is this part
I
of my
would-
goal?
Yeah.
I would.
I think you
Tevin
get
would-
advantage though, Alyssa, because of your successful
charisma
charisma save. Yeah.
That's not gonna help me at all.
Go ahead.
Tepin could add one more thing. Atabai could add one more thing if that would help at all.
What?
And I,
What do we?
Is so as I guess.
That's the thing, though. I just don't think it's gonna. I already have advantage. I have to make the persuasion roll.
So-
I don't know what else you could do.
well,
now.
Yeah,
he might be able to lower the DC.
Oh,
That's
sure,
my
sure,
thought.
sure. Okay.
And Atabai, is there any reason this community you have down here has to be down here?
She says, well, if you were to clear the land of horrible, dangerous monsters, then certainly I could bring weak humans out into the sunlight again.
That is kind of what we are trying to do.
Well, when you succeed on your mission, then I'm sure that me and my people will see the sunlight once more.
I don't know if that helps at all,
Not really.
but I did what I could.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
only thought is,
I
if
mean, because I'm not necessarily even suggesting like, okay, take them out right now.
Yeah.
I think my suggestion, like, because yeah, they probably would die. Like, we can't escort them. We don't got no time for that.
Yeah.
But after the battle, like, yeah, like let these people like be in the sunlight. You can join up with Navarro, and like,
yeah, and
we can
really your
figure out a
persuasion
way.
here, right? The thing that might be in her self-interest here, right, is like the thought of being a princess
Princess
among
again, right.
Spaniards
You
who are
can
conquering
claim-
the land, right? Like, yeah,
Right.
let's do it.
Okay.
You know, that will
Alright.
be if you succeed.
Okay, I'm gonna use a lucky die.
Okay, lucky. Yeah, you
Wow.
have lucky. Good.
18.
Oh my gosh, that's
18
better.
is much better. Yeah, I think it's enough to at least like make her amiable to the suggestion. You know, if something happens later that makes it not a good option for her, she'll back
Oh,
out.
lucky helps me with a persuasion roll,
Uh-huh.
guys.
Mhm.
It went from 6 to 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think she says, "What do you think you could do to change us? What magic do you have, Ari Armani?"
You turned a buck into a human.
I made a dragon.
I made
Well, I
a
mean,
dragon one time,
Wait,
so I
no.
think I can do it.
That was a moon boon. Was that the
Yeah,
moon
that's the
boon that
moon
turned
boon.
into
But
a
I mean,
human?
I was on my
Okay.
way to doing it already, but it was like,
Well, but specifically turning Buck into a human.
I would have passed the test even if the teacher wouldn't have given me all the answers, but
I'm like, well, how do you feel about becoming a dragon who can polymorph? Because that's maybe the only story.
I'll make all of you into dragons, then you can polymorph into humans. There you go. That's good enough, right? Right.
That's good enough, right? That's what you want, right? No, I think she just says something like, I've been touched by God. And I think I
Which one?
might be able to do God.
Are you stupid, woman? Which one?
the one.
I'm not stupid. And then she like has a deja vu moment where she was talking to Clement about this very
Uh-huh.
same thing. And she's
Yup,
like,
exactly.
The funny thing
how
is that
the
she's saying
tables
that,
have turned.
and Atsubai standing there, there's like,
My.
says, which God? He's like, eh.
Well, yeah, because I don't think she's told not to buy about any of this. She says, the God.
Oh, right. Christianity. I'd forgotten about that.
Well, see, I don't know if I call myself that. It's
It's complicated.
What were you going to say?
I have the power to redeem things in the soul realm. That's my mission sent to me by God. And I think I could help you reverse this curse, whatever it may be.
So you're
And at the very least, Darius knows more about the cycles than anybody else and could maybe send you back.
I don't want to go back.
Okay, then never mind. I don't say that. I don't know. I think she just says like, I think I could help you like return to the way you were.
Yeah.
I
And she says, so you're going to try turning water into wine. Well, feel free to try.
Better than your whining.
yeah, no kidding.
All right, Ari, what do you try?
Oh, this is happening now?
Ari just
I was
says,
to say, is it
magic.
magic? I mean, let me see here.
I mean, yeah,
I
this
would
could also take
probably-
time. You know, I'm just curious
Right.
what your plan actually is.
Are we having this before we get the conversation with her?
Sounds like it.
I mean, I don't know if I'd like to. I could try to do this
I'm just,
right
again,
now,
I'm
I
just curious about
guess.
your plan. Like, what would you actually try? Whether or not you do it now.
I would. I mean, I feel like I don't know exactly. I feel like I would try to like cast like what I did with like why can't I think of his name right now? The dragon Ix.
Yeah.
And cast like cure wounds or something like that.
Right.
And like see if like that helps.
Right.
Obviously, like I don't know. That'd be my idea, but
Okay, so
I don't
we
know.
can say that
what-
Ari is just like mulling it over in her mind, like what she's gonna actually try. And then yeah, I mean, if you guys want to have a conversation with her, you can. I think she probably just like says, I guess she asks you to like make sure people don't wander off first. And I guess you do the thaumaturgy thing.
Thaumaturgy, make it sound big and scary. Make something sound like something big and scary is out there, and say like, "Oh, it must not be the time." Because
Someone
the
make an
things came
intimidation
back.
check.
Oh, wait.
that would
Did you
be-
say intimidation?
Yeah, Darius, you want to put up the hood and just try to like artificially like make everybody afraid of the noises?
I mean,
Yeah, whoever does it, can the thaumaturgy give advantage?
Yeah,
But-
I think whoever's doing it is going to get advantage from all the stuff that's
Yeah.
happening for sure.
I,
So,
I,
Darius,
I
you have a
only
good
have
intimidation.
volunteer.
I have +5.
I have +10.
There
Were
you
you
Do
trying
it,
to say I
man.
only have +5? Jeez Louise.
go. I mean, we're like level 17 now.
Yeah,
Only
I
plus.
have +1.
Compared to
Wow.
the fact that my persuasion is +10, like +15. I mean, it's a difference.
Go ahead and do that, Darius.
Okay. Ooga booga hood stuff.
Yeah. 27. There you go. That seems good to me. Yep. They are. I mean, honestly, it's just a little sad, right? The whole thing is just like, oh no, we're like really sad. We thought we were gonna do the Exodus, and now we're terrified, and now we're gonna curl into a ball and cry. A lot of them
Here's
just
the
are
match.
in a kind of catatonic state. They're not having a good day.
Are they? This is a weird question, Caleb. Are they able to defecate?
Yes.
Have they done so now?
Yes. Certainly some of them. Yeah. So X.
I think
slash
Darius feels a
Xyunomei.
little bad, but he's
Yeah.
also laughing internally.
Yeah. Okay, Darius. Lawful good, Darius.
Atsubai kind of just whispers under his breath. Truly pathetic.
You're just traumatizing an entire community. That's fine.
We're
Of
saving
mentally
their
damaged
lives.
people.
We are like, I'm laughing because it's saving their lives.
Okay, sure. So, Xyunomei basically says, come with me, and you'll
Is
be in a
this-
world of pure imagination. That whole thing. And
Would this be a good time for a break?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, but X basically says like, come, we'll talk in my like domain, in my quarters, and we'll have a conversation. Cool. We'll have more sneaky things happen next time. Not next time. Next when we come back from the break on Terra Nullius.